If you've even considered hiring a cosmetic practice consultant, then it probably makes sense to hire the right consultant, assuming you're crystal clear on what you're wanting to accomplish, and here's why. You're probably closer to winning than you might think. Consider this. You already did the hard part. You put the blood, the sweat, and the tears into the tough training, setting up your practice, and building a reputation. You're already dedicated all of your energy, time, and money to improving. And you may not realize it, but that already makes you part of a fraction of 1% of the entire world who even has the discipline to do what you've already done. Now, it might seem like you've tried everything and you failed, but in reality, you're at the 85-yard line. Everybody knows and agrees that having a good coach is critical to success. You already know how valuable it is to know what successful practices do to rise above their competitors, and how a new perspective can shed light on the practice gaps you're not seeing, and how having a roadmap to lead you through the maze of practice building saves you countless hours and wasted time and money making mistakes. But there's a problem. Actually, there are several problems. First of all, good cosmetic practice consultants are extremely expensive, but generally regarded as worth it. Now, the problem isn't necessarily in the cost. The problem is, how do you know the consultant can actually help you? How do you know that it even makes sense for you to hire a consultant in the first place? Actually, how do you know if the consultant may have a great track record for helping other aesthetic practices, but how do you know they're going to be able to help you specifically? First, let's find out if it even makes sense for you to hire a consultant in the first place. Now, there are 3 steps to knowing if it makes sense to hire a cosmetic practice consultant. And here's step number 1. Get crystal clear about the problem by identifying the solution. I want to be successful isn't really a goal. You've got to be specific. We need to understand exactly what it is you want. Do you want to attract more cosmetic patients? If so, how many and by when? Do you want better conversions? If so, by how much and by when? Do you want better online reviews? Do you want more word-of-mouth referrals? Do you want more professional staff representing you? If so, how many and in what positions to make the biggest impact on your bottom line? Now here's step number 2. Identify what does not work and just stop doing it. The idea that one thing is going to work for everyone is just silly. Every single aesthetic practice is different. They think differently. They have different needs. That's why finding the right consultant with a tailor-made program specifically for you makes the most sense. I mean, think about it. We make plans, we get motivated, we start taking action, and then we stop. Have you tried every ninja shiny object internet trick and you still don't have the results you want? Guess what? That probably isn't the answer, or not the entire answer. Have you tried mass advertising campaigns aggressive salespeople pressured you for, saying this will make you a celebrity? Again, that's probably not the answer or the entire answer. Now, it doesn't mean the internet and the salespeople are bad. It just means it's not for you. Now, sure, they'll help a little, but that's not enough. Something is missing. They are not going to take you to the 100-yard line, or else you would already be there. And here's step number 3. Understand you can't do it alone. I mean, think about this. As a cosmetic surgeon in private practice, you most likely feel alone all the time, like you're the only one who really cares about the health of your practice. Like nobody around you understands the pressure of running a cosmetic surgery practice in today's crazy competitive world. And you're not supposed to be alone. We're all supposed to collaborate and work together to solve problems. Very few breakthroughs in the history of mankind have ever been achieved by one person alone without help. Do you know even Einstein had help? His wife was a very good mathematician he consulted with a lot. Now, if you're clinging to the belief that you can do it yourself, then you should not hire a consultant. However, if you want to collaborate with someone who feels your pain and has the answers, then this is for you. Now, here's exactly how I can help you. First of all, I'm not like other consultants in our industry. I don't include fluff or any filler, pardon the pun. I don't include untested processes and theory strategies, just the actual tested strategies I have used in aesthetic practices and with my own clients. Now, the tools are simple to learn. Learning them is not the issue. I've taught these tools since year 2000 in my webinars, medical conference courses, and speaking engagements. It's applying the materials from the tools that get more tricky. It's when you take the ideas and you put them to work in your practice that you might have some bumps in the road. I know I can help you. Usually, it's just a few tweaks that get you from missing the mark or the exact results you're wanting. Now, I've used these exact processes and tools to help hundreds of other cosmetic surgeons and their staff to attract more patients, convert more consultations, and build a successful aesthetic practice built on solid business principles. It's more than just cosmetic practice consulting. It's a system for feeling peace of mind every day consistently. It's not about talking about feeling better for a few minutes. I'm talking about feeling better all day and every day. This simple and effective method doesn't eliminate negative emotion from your life. Frankly, you would never want that anyway since you want to grow. It simply teaches you how to manage it in a way that doesn't compound it. Now, if you have already learned the how to build a cosmetic practice concepts and read books on the subject, but you aren't seeing the huge benefits yet, this is specifically designed for you. With all due respect, this is not for the entitled or arrogant surgeon who knows it all. This is for surgeons who have a lot working for them, but know they could be running a more streamlined and profitable practice. It's for those who need a map of clarity so they have peace of mind knowing all systems and staff are working for the good of the practice, and then not just selfishly for themselves. It's also for those who know the gaps in their practice are costing them dearly, so if this sounds like you, this is exactly what you're looking for. Now, maybe you're here because you're one of my 11,949 surgeons who follow me through my live online trainings, my blog, YouTube channel, Instagram, and Facebook page, or my speaking engagements and my email messages. I have collected almost 2 decades of experience working specifically with cash-paying cosmetic surgery practices so they get the most out of what they have built already and what they can build for a healthy and profitable future. Now, when you work with me, 2 things will happen. First, you will start to become more conscious in your practice. You'll start to understand how much control you have over the experiences you encounter every day. Now, this is really important because if you think your day is just happening to you, then that feeling of powerlessness you experience will prevent you from making the changes and distinctions you're missing. Second, you'll gain peace of mind knowing you now have a plan to follow to get you where you always envisioned yourself to be: successful, profitable, and confident. Oh, and in case you're wondering, there's no catch. Here's what you get. We set the stage first. Your vision and goals to benchmark, your current assets to build from, your image building strategies to pre-frame you as the best choice. Now here's the infrastructure, how the phones are answered, software used to track and report processes and protocols. And here are the people, the right people on board and in the right seats, the right people trained to represent you professionally, the right people who can convert callers and consultations, staff incentives and motivation, managed by metric systems. Then there's the processes. It's the handling of leads, following up after the consultation, protocol for before and after photos, reviews and referrals. And then there's the marketing. It's your website, the internet presence, the year-round marketing plan, social media plan, internal marketing plan, external marketing plan. So, what is your investment? Well, my fees are structured to give you the most value possible to ensure you not only identify the practice gaps you're missing, but also execute the solutions we deem necessary to fix them. Now, I'm not here to waste your time or mine. I will give you the maps and a full 90 days of support to help ensure the strategies get executed and you see traction building in way of better results and a smoother running practice. Now my fees are as follows. A full day on-site assessment plus 3 months of virtual support is $5,000 per month for 3 months, and my travel expenses are included. Now this includes hard copy deliverables and supporting materials to reference in the future for you and your staff. If this makes sense to you, let's talk. To avoid wasting time going back and forth with phone messages, feel free to text me at 415-377-8700. And let me end by saying this. Chances are you've been working on these issues for years. What if 1 year from today the problem was solved? What would life be like when you no longer have the stress of uncertainty and anxiety of not knowing what you don't know that takes your practice to where you want it? One of the biggest challenges surgeons have is that they lie to themselves. For example, a big myth most tell themselves every day is, I don't have time. Now, let's look at that. How much time are you spending on consultations who didn't book? Instead, we could be working together, solving these problems and getting you the breakthroughs you need that can realistically happen in 15 minutes per day once you have the structure I lay out for you. Your investment with me is less than what you're spending now on website design, SEO, PPC, and advertising. So, which would you rather have? An ad that doesn't get your results or your problem solved? I've consulted with hundreds of practices all over the world who appreciated my insights, and you will too. Please text me at 415-377-8700, and I look forward to speaking with you.